All right. This has been a burr in my saddle for quite some time. So several years ago, a while ago, there was one of the business journals in the Twin Cities that did a profile of this ancient old CPA, and he got CPA license number 4, I believe it was. This was way back in the day. Dude was like, I think in his 80s or 90s, very old. And you start reading through the story, and you found out that Herman or Herbert or whatever his name was, he had an associate's in accounting, and he decided to sit for the CPA exam, and he got it. And needle off the record. Hold on, wait a second, something ain't right. I said associates, and this was recent enough ago that nearly every state, or the majority of them anyway, in the United States had started to decide that you needed a master's in accountancy, or they do this truly stupid thing. Well, you need 115 credits, which isn't a full master's in accounting, but you need like, you don't really get your master's degree. You almost do. And then yeah, right. Then you could sit for the CPA. And I got pissed. Because it is, and I'm going to keep saying it because it's true and it's never going to get old. And even if you aren't of the age, you are a boomer. You are a gatekeeper. And one of the things that just pisses me off about this country and the baby boomer gatekeepers who keep employment from everybody else is how you make it so damn hard to get a freaking job. And I'm doubly pissed. Like, it'd be one thing if you're like, we're going to make it hard in terms of testing and all this, but then you make everyone waste their entire youth getting an education, K through college, K through a master's degree. Then you sit for when you guys got to have an associate's degree and you could just test for the CPA. I am absolutely no big fan of California. Absolutely not. But the one thing, at least the one meritocratic thing they have going, is that you don't have to go to law school to sit for the bar exam. And in the day of the internet, where knowledge is free and ubiquitous and available, we should have more certifications where it's like you could self-study, you take this test, you get in if you pass. You don't need to go through K through master's degree or law school. You don't have to waste your entire youth. You don't have to cripple yourself financially. You don't have to cripple yourself financially, then cripples yourself. You break up your left kneecap with a bachelor's degree, and then maybe break your right kneecap with a master's degree, and then you could sit for a little test. Now, it's like, kind of get a little more pissed when all of a sudden you hear these exact same hypocrites and frauds say, we can't find workers. Now, that's universal. We can't find work. No one's working anymore. Thank God. Very critical of the younger generations, of course, but at least they got more respect than mine did. Of course, I think now they have the internet, they can look at it like, this is BS. I'm not doing it. So maybe they had a little bit of help with the knowledge of the internet. But specific to the accounting industry, one of their main complaints, they can't find enough accountants. There's not enough accountants. Well, why do you make them sit? Why do you make it that they got to get a PhD in accounting, huh? I wonder if there's a solution here. Because when Hubert had to go get it, all he needed, I don't even know if he needed an associate's degree. He just sat for the freaking test. Oh, all you little busybodies. Oh, you little, we're in charge of the profession. We need more CPE, more education. Can't put it, education. Gee, there's not where all the accountants go. There's not enough CPAs. Oh, maybe we didn't require enough education. Maybe they really want to get a PhD. And obviously talking to Elkins, his old man was a CPA and he got out and says, no, I'm not doing this anymore. CPA society hasn't pushed back or informed Congress, hey, stop making the tax code so bleeping complicated. The compliance costs are impossible here. But boy, God almighty, you really, the number, complain about there not being enough accountants and then require everyone to get a master's degree. And just so you know, the people who set this up, it's by state by state. It's either the CPA Society or the accounting board, depending on different, the CPA Society of whatever, California. Although who knows if California is just like, no, you got to take the test. You become a lawyer. Maybe you just have to take the test. You become a CPA. And I've even talked about, I think like the lowest requirements is like Guam. I think you could sit for the Guam or Tennessee. And then you can have it transferred. But just do me a favor for your policy, and we're going to lead the accounting society. Okay, enough with the gatekeeping, enough with keeping supply of accountants artificially low, enough with the irrational and mentally ill educational requirements. If you want this profession to continue, stop being ridiculously retarded with your educational requirements. Make the test as hard as you want. But in the perfect work-life balance, let me guess, some of you guys sit on committee and policy advisory board. Work-life balance within the. have you thought about maybe just me? We can't find enough staff accountants. Oh my God, we have to hire finance majors. Just me. Why don't you make it easy like a trade school? And maybe there's accounting courses people could take online for free. And then the CPA Society doesn't require a bachelor's degree. You must pass this test. And then all of a sudden there's all these kids who are like, hey, I don't have to go to school for 6 years and go $200,000 in debt. Work-life balance. And then I'm going to take the test. I'm going to study online. And then maybe I get a year working experience of a staff accountant or an APAR, whatever. And then I'm going to pass that test. And then you give them the CPA. And then I wonder if your labor force shortage, your labor shortage problem will go away. I just get a kick out of you old, out-of-touch boomers. I don't know why aren't people working? Did you just say bachelor's required, master's preferred for something that's entry level? Oh, you said master's required just to sit for the test so that maybe people take a look at their resume. Oh, good. So they could start expecting to work at 25, 26. Good thing, because why would they want their youth? And this is a criticism of all you employers and all you academics and all. I don't know why the government, my God, the Democrats could come right in along with the Republicans. Say, look, information and knowledge is free. I don't know why we put it behind this massive paywall called college and certifications. Why don't we just say, hey, if you could self-study, you don't have to go to college anymore. Why does the government come in and say, you can no longer distinguish between a certification or discriminate, I should say, between a certification and a degree? If they get that certification, you got to treat that like a bachelor's degree and audit these fuckers. You go into these employers saying, all right, we want to see that the percent of people who applied with the certification who passed the test, are you hiring them just as much as you are Miss Tiddlywinks Magoo, who had mommy and daddy pay for her master's degree? Is it the same amount? Because you're such hypocrites about who we want to help out work-life balance. But here's another thing where you're all a bunch of assholes and lying sacks of shit. Do you want to help the poor people and thereby, by association, disproportionately minorities? Because I wonder if that's really helping minorities, forcing them all to go to college when the college education is pretty shit. Let's just be honest about that. And I wonder if it would help the Black and Latino and, well, all the other communities, young people in general, if instead of fucking them over for 4 to 6 years of their life and crippling them financially, say, here's a test, take it. Matter of fact, if you're good enough in high school and you pass this test, here you go. And then wouldn't that, I wonder if we gave young people today 4 to 6 years of their life back, their youth, and gave them the ability to prove themselves and get a free education. You could actually make education fucking free with certifications. But you fucking pencil dicks over there in the CPA societies and you're kind of, whoa, we got to be edgy, more CP. Karen and HR said more education. Duh, Why can't we find there's an accounting shortage? It's like, I thought CPAs were smart. Anyway, I think oh God, I'm not going to make a difference. I don't think I'm going to make a difference. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to start researching and investing, because nothing gets done unless I start naming names. So what I need to do is I need to start finding CPA societies where the CPA board, the member boards on these societies and accounting boards, when they decide to raise the educational requirement, I'm going to put your name in the fucking title. I'm going to find out whether you got your fucking master's degree. And I don't care if you do or don't. I'm going to say, boy, look at this. Making it even more impossible for poor people to get out of poverty and become accountants. Ooh, look at this. Fucking bean counter over here doesn't know basic business acumen or labor economics. Maybe I got to go just shine a little light on all you fucking stuffy bureaucrats. Swear to God, the internet's been around for what, 30 years almost? 25, right? What? Look how we had to go and get every young person to clamp down on the pliers to pull the tooth out of the baby boomers to maybe let us think. It took a fucking pandemic to get you boomers to get your heads out of your fucking ass and let us telecommute. My God, masters to sit for, fuck off. Maybe if you old fucks, which is now my generation. Oh, who knows? Whoa, teachers of my age. Could you maybe teach these kids something? Could we lower the standards so that they might be able to fucking find a job and work? Fucking hate these just paper pushing bureaucratic red tape. That's all your college degree is a red tape. How rich it is, these CPAs bitch and whine about the complexity of the IRS tax code and compliance costs, but then you make it a fucking equal nightmarish hell to go and sit for your precious exam and enter your goddamn little community. God, I hate fucking old people. Let's start. Thanks for this, Mohammed. I'm kind of curious about foreign CPAs. In Indonesia, the CPA institutions do not open their test to public. People need personal invite from existing CPA to take the test. It's unreal. Yeah, dude, that's gatekeeping. That's like monopolistic power. Fucking, I don't know how familiar you are, Mohammed, with the United States, but here in the United States, thanks for many aspiring tradesmen telling me this. We got a shortage of tradesmen, right? Americans can't even build their own houses because we're a bunch of fucking morons. And we're lazy sacks of shit too. Well, there are some men who want to go into the trades, but you have to apprentice first. But these bosses won't train their apprentices in because you just go work for the competition. And I'm like, I can't find a plumber or electrician. And all you baby boomer cocksuckers, you just can't let the younger generation take over, can you? I don't know if you all know how Social Security works, not over in Indonesia for you, Mom, but here in the United States, we have this thing called Social Security. Well, the money ain't gonna fucking be there if you old fucking morons don't fucking help train the younger generations in. Instead of just go to college. Hey, how about put a fucking training program in? Swear to God, see, just hear me out on this. I'm not going to do it, but just hear me out on this. I find out Mortimer Snerd of the Massachusetts CPA Society, he decided to increase the education. Let's say Massachusetts does not require a master's degree. Let's say you could get in with a bachelor's. And then Mortimer Snerd over there with his untouched penis, he decides you know what sounds more professional? Master's degree. What if I drove to Massachusetts and kicked him in the nuts? Legit, I kicked him in the nuts. We filmed, we put it on YouTube video, and I say, this is for you requiring a fucking master's degree. Now, I would go to jail and I would get sued, but would that wake him up? There's more, fucking thick glass. Maybe I break his glasses. Not punch him in the face. I take his glass, break him, put the tape on, put them back on. Maybe I could do that. Then all I'd be out is like what? The cost of his glasses, maybe the time for him to get it, maybe that. But I just swear to God, y'all need to be kicked in your nuts. You assholes at these certification boards. But yeah, but it's the same thing with the tradesmen here in the United States. And it seems to be the same thing. Like, you got to get an invite. Like, that's an actual society. Like, ooh, skull and crossbones. Muhammad continues on, not to mention it changed from one single test season to 3 test seasons, 2 years apart each. Jesus. Do they have a shortage of accountants in Indonesia? And they wonder why there's not enough CPAs and existing ones cannot retire at 65. It's the same thing. I mean, slightly different tools they use, but it's the same thing. Fucking old people. Dave Scott, $20. There's no recession for those who with a work ethic. Cappy, thanks for all you do. I get frustrated because, to me, the answer, it's not so simple. The answer is so simple, and I'm right. The quickest we could solve a lot of problems, and it's an easy solution. You scrap higher education. I mean, you could still go get higher education if you want, but to give young people or poor people the opportunity to get an education, you should use the technology we got, which is the internet, which would make it for free. And as a government, one thing you could do to drastically improve this is, by law, require employers to treat self-certification, testing, and all that the same as you would a college degree. Now, every young person now born going forth in the United States, or even the world, I guess, they adopted this model. You say you can teach yourself as fast as you want. You can stay at home. We could cut back on all the schools. We save a lot of money. You guys don't have to stay in school until you're 25 fucking years old to be considered. You pass this test, and now you're in. Or you get your certification, and you can now enter the labor force and apply for jobs with equal consideration as those who have a college degree. And I look at it, I'm like, this would work. We'd save ourselves about $350 billion a year with college. We would eliminate the student loan crisis, and we will have liberated every generation of young people in America from here on into eternity the burden of wasting 4 to 6 years of their life and going $150,000 fucking dollars in debt. You could buy a house, you could save up the money, you could become a professional, you could start working like you're this wunderkind. You learned how to do accounting at 14, go work, make your money. No, we can't do that because a bunch of fuckwits in these organizations and the CPA society and all that, what are they protecting? How much more money you need to make? When you can't keep up with the work that is coming across your table, you need new blood. Dinoside, $5. I don't worry about big maths and college BS. I got my septic tech license. Them leeches can lick my lead hose clean. Yep, there you go. If you can, okay, septic tech license, chimney sweeper, truck driver. Why the fuck would you go to college? Why the fuck? You're 18 years old. Like, I've been doing this for 13 years. I got to go 6 more and pay for it? Fuck you, CPA society. Fuck you and your pencil dicks very much. Where's Mortimer? Got to break his glasses. And then they'll be like, we can't find, there's a shortage. Can't figure it out. Oh my God, T-Rash, it is T-Rash. A special guest celebrity, T-Rash, is in the house. Thank you very much for joining us, T-Rash. Yeah, I got to pick someone up at the airport late tonight. So, Cappy's, I got a little bit of time to do some yelling and screaming. This one was pissing me off. The larger part of it is how inefficiently we make it. if not impossible, for young people to be qualified to work in this country. I understand there's got to be education. I understand there's got to be training. Heaven help you if the employer pays for training. But this fucking bullshit of sending these kids to school at what, 150,000, factor in opportunity costs going to school for 6 years, you're talking $250,000 in explicit and implicit opportunity costs. Send these kids off to school. Ooh, so they can sit for the CPA exam. Man, I want to kick them in their nuts. And I'm not a big fan of the youth. The youth vote Democrat. They vote to take my money because I'm the evil, evil, rich white man. And I'm okay, boomer. But they got a point. That's what we had to fucking go through. Come graduating out of college and this fucking bullshit job offers with barely enough money to live. Again, not a big Democrat. But holy fucking shit. Here's the internet like, hey, can we do this? I got the switch right here. We can't be done from downtown. Fuck you, boomer. Yeah, I get cranky past my bedtime. Walker Hall, $5. Hi, Aaron. I have a 2.75 GPA in my chemical engineering degree and 3 semesters left. How effed am I regarding job search? I have all A's this material. You're doing fine. I mean, yeah, get it up to 3 if you can. Stop fucking around. But 2.75 chemical engineering, you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. Preferably you get it up to 3, but yeah. Do you know, okay, criticizing younger generation, though I'm sympathetic with it, they're not working. These baby boomers, we can't find anyone to work. Have you seen how desperate they are? I think you'll be fine. Thomas V, $9.99. Has anyone done a study on what percentage of your taxes actually benefit yourself? About 33% of your taxes do. 1/3 actually goes back to you in the form of public goods like roads, defense, judicial system, military, cops, things that you and I and everyone else benefits from. But 2/3 of it is income transfers. It goes to pay for other people. The largest ones being Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, or Medicare is the old fart one, Medicaid, welfare. I'm sorry, before that, then there's the VA, because, you know, every guy is disabled in the military. Oh, I stubbed my toe. That's 75% disability. Here's your $3,000 a month. But then welfare, Medicaid care, WIC, EBT, Section 8 housing, and then also do not forget, that's just federal. Then you also have your state, sometimes local. But that's roughly 1/3 of your taxes go back to you. For example, I have no kids, make over 100,000, not a parasite. What percentage of my taxes do I use roads, please? To the dollar amount, I don't know. That you'd have to do a deep dive on your individual living location and all that. But yeah, like I don't have kids that go to the public schools. I don't have kids that go. I'm sorry, I don't have kids that go to the public babysitting operation. But like, how much do you consume in road usage in dollars per year? That's a real hard figure to calculate. 29, New York. I have my BS in accounting. I have 151 credits. You need 120 credits in New York to sit for 150 credits in New York State to sit by 150 credits or a master's in accounting to get the license. Passed 3 out of the least 4 exams so far. Yeah, they also added experience requirements. Yeah, I don't. Hang on. You want us the accounting shortage? Should I accountant shortage? Thanks, Mohammed, for emailing in there. That's good to know that this is global. Here it is, February 2nd, 2023. Shortage of accountants is pushing the industry to reboot its image to win over young talent. You have to sell them. Come down to the office downtown where all the action is. We'll have some biscotti and some espresso. Look, a hammock, hey? There are fewer CPA certified accountants out there, and that poses compliance risk for businesses. Oh, nosy. I wonder what the solution is. Hey, let's make them take more diversity and inclusion and Marxist and English coursework studies. Yeah, they don't need to worry about state taxes. Nah. Payroll? Nah. They need to worry about Hayden White Dick. That's what they need to worry about. The industry has long suffered image problems. Image problems. Hopes to revamp it with new initiatives. Did you get a consultant from McKinsey to help you out? Hey, kids, come work at a CPA firm. We're so hip and cool. Jesus. Major firms and colleges with accounting programs are investing in upskilling. The American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. Is that where Mortimer is? Says fewer people are graduating with accounting degrees than in years past. And the number of people taking the certified public accounting exam is dropping. Meanwhile, in a 2022 Deloitte poll found that 82% of hiring managers for accounting and financial positions at public companies and 69% at private companies said talent retention is a challenge. Oh, you know what? Why don't you make it why a quarter century? Let's go 3 full decades before these kids are fully educated to your satisfaction for them to go and work for your precious little industry. Accountants do this, blah, blah, blah. Lead to rise of fraud, like in Enron and WorldCom scandals. Well, yeah, but didn't they have Anderson Accounting that effed its job up? Do you remember what caused that? That was accountants that didn't catch the embezzlers. There's all going to be embezzlers. You guys, they were, well, how much money? Okay. Unqualified approval. He said that a lack of accountants is like playing sports without a referee. Oh, well, when are you going to get more? You know what? Require a master's degree for referees. We may not always like the referee, but sports is a free-for-all. Without accounting and without finance, there are no rules to the game. To combat shortages, those in the accounting industry are working to attract more people in the field. Oh, I can't wait to see what these incentives are. Advancing technology in this sector. Like letting people commute from home, like letting people telecommute. Why that would get people interested. Raising awareness about accounting careers, increasing diversity. Yep. God, you stupid old white people. Nobody likes sitting through diversity and inclusion seminars. No one. Black people, white people, Asian people, just people. We don't like sitting through diversity and inclusion seminars. It's not a selling point. That's like saying, hey, we're going to go to church more. Knock it off. And changing the profession's image are some ways they're tackling the challenge, but not lowering the master's degree requirement, huh? You fucking morons. Many experts blame the Great Resignation for the decline in available accountants, and the AI CPA notes 75% of CPAs reach retirement age in 2020. Oh, so all that gatekeeping, and you shall not pass because I'm Herman and you might take my clients away. God, what a bunch of fucking morons. 75 of CPAs reach retirement age? Remind me of fucking airlines not getting enough pilots in. Oh, shit. We just whipped our dick off and kept hitting young men in the face saying, oh, you like to be a pilot? Yeah, it's $150,000. Whap. Now they can't find enough pilots. Oh, hey, what? Hey, we'll hire you now. Hey, it's just a joke the past 30 years. But accounting has long had. What about my buddy back, the CPA number 4, CPA license number 4, Minnesota? What about that guy who just had to get like 2 years education? What about that guy? But accounting has long had image problems. That's made it difficult for the industry to recruit younger talent. Katchelmeyer said, knowing that his accounting program has seen majors decline between 20 to 40% over the past few years, Thinking of the profession often conjures up images of number crunchers and mountains of paperwork. Well, yes. Yes, that's what it is. They're not wrong. Like when I think of Walmart, I don't think thin, sexy, attractive people who support themselves. I think a bunch of fat rascal riding welfare bums who stink. I'm so old, I remember when normal people shopped at Walmart, but now it is the normal people. But when the normal people look normal. When in reality, much of these mundane sounding tasks have been automated. There's not a lot of high school students out there who say, I'm going to become an accountant. He said, you have to sell them. How are you going to sell? See, money would be a way to sell them. Not requiring a master's degree would be a way to sell them. Being able to study and work from home, you'd be able to sell them. You're not going to sell that way, are you? Pay is another issue. Well, whose fault is that? My God. All you employ, God, I need to kick you in the nuts and break all your glasses. I wonder what the solution is if people are saying pay is not. I wonder. Starting salaries in accounting tend to be lower than other financial careers. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median salary, that's not starting salaries then, is it, Mr. or Miss Business Insider journalist? Median salary for accountants and auditors is $77,000 compared to $95,000 for financial analysts and $131,000 for financial managers. Yes, but you never give that to finance majors. Those go to CPAs. And I would also say your analyst and finance numbers are skewed with a higher than average, your high level finance that drags up the median or the mean average. CPAs typically learn more, but obtaining a license requires 150 semester hours. They got it right here. Why is no one drinking out of the punch bowl with a turd in it? I don't know. The punch bowl with the turd in it? Yeah, not they're all drinking one that doesn't have the turd in it, but they're not drinking from the one that has the turd in it. I have no idea what it could be. More than a typical bachelor's degree and passing a CPA exam. To attract employees, some firms are increasing salaries, okay, and paying for exam test prep materials and time off to study and take the exam. All right. I don't know. How about getting rid of the master of that? KMPG, one of the big four accounting firms, offers a CPA Kickstart program. Hey, kids. Which pays new employees a full-time salary with benefits for 2 months to study to pass parts of the CPA exam. Well, that's fair. Sandy Torsia, the vice chair of talent and culture at KMPG, said the company hasn't been impacted by the accounting shortage yet, but certainly we have it on the horizon as a risk for the future. Really? Okay. Maybe it's all just talk. Oh, no, it isn't talk because I know Chad can't find enough regular accountants, let alone CPAs. How it could impact business. Addressing the shortage. Many firms are shifting to remote work policies. It only took you 30 fucking years. And investing in automation and technology to attract and retain talent. Lisa Simpson, AICPA's vice president of firm services, told Insider that frees up staff to focus on higher value work, like interpretation, analysis, and compliance. KMPG and Launch Initiative teach teams crucial tech skills like analytics, data visualization, cognitive computing, machine learning that could be valuable in moving up and around the accounting field. Smaller firms that are unable to invest in technology increasingly outsourcing parts of their building. Orders to focus on more strategic, high-level thinking. This is really something that makes profession more attractive. So why don't you just kick out all the 2 years of liberal arts prereqs, put in data science, because I guess that's the way you guys are going. Just say, hey, you got your bachelor's, and then the other is your accounting part, so you get your accounting degree with a minor in data science, and you can just let them sit for the seat. Nowhere in there. Oh, here it is. The industry is also focusing on diversity, inclusion, and recruitment. Hey, fellow Negro, you want to come and work at Deloitte and Touche? Yeah, we sure do like people who aren't white. Yeah. Do you like diversity and inclusion meetings? Mandatory? Yeah. We're going to talk about cultural appropriation. It's going to be fun. Do you have your master's degree? Oh, you couldn't afford it because you were poor? Well, that's too bad because you can't sit for the CPA exam. But we care about Black people. Fucking tone-deaf assholes. They have expanded their presence at historically Black colleges and universities where you still require 150 credits or a master's degree for diversity minorities who are probably already pretty tight on cash and probably can't afford a fucking master's degree. Fuck. Hey, if we applaud you, does that make you want to work for us? Can you get rid of the master's program? Just let me test out for the exam. Oh no, we can't do that. Then your applause won't really help me. But we really care. We do. Do you see the sign? It has minorities on it and a rainbow flag. That expanded their presence at historically Black colleges and universities to serve minority populations, community colleges to boost hiring among underserved. Whoa, I was like, wait, did you guys misspell that? And raise awareness about the profession. Oh my God. Lower the fucking bar. Open the fucking gate. Let people self-educate for free. You dumb motherfuckers. Oh, God. Universities are also reaching out to high school students to educate. Hey, kids, the cool hip accounting. Join the accounting bandwagon. Here's Mortimer. Isn't he a great salesman? I don't know why his glasses are broken. Oh. Hey, American CPA societies, hire me. Okay, just hire me. Lord knows what you paid fucking Bain or Accenture, the zombie that rose up from Anderson Consulting's grave. But, gee, this sounds like literally what every other fucking organization in America has done, and you still got a labor shortage. Universities are especially among underrepresented groups. Kachelmeyer said his university has also revamped its accounting curricula to give students more flexibility to focus on specific sectors that interest them. Hey, Kachelmeyer, do you still require these poor kids to take 2 years of courses that have nothing to do with their degree? Let me guess, right? Because you got to transfer $100,000 of their money to all your TAs and your master's students, like teachers assistants and admin in sociology and English history, right? Right. And has added courses on environmental, social, and governance. That's diversity and inclusion. No one likes ESG either. And it's bullshit too. God. You could not be more out of touch. Like, you guys remind me of these Christian pearl clutchers I remember in the 80s, because there was heavy metal and video games and Dungeons and Dragons, and you thought the devil was in them. Like, oh my goodness, what are the teenagers doing? You are so out of touch, so fucking clueless. Oh, you're not solving your problem. You're going to have a labor shortage. This is like, there's the fat woman who has dating problems. Why can't I find a man? You're like, well, you just got to find your inner goddess, and maybe you should, change your hair, and then you should do this, and maybe you should, get some filters on your pictures and get a little more. You're fat, lose the fucking weight. Can't do that. I might solve the problem. And accounting and healthcare and energy sectors. Oh boy, I'm going to wake up for that. I was going to work. I was doing accounting for transportation. I was excited. Then they said, oh, we're going to do accounting and healthcare. Oh boy, shucks howdy. Let me get my abacus. Fucking Christ. Simpson said the CPA exam is also changing in 2024 to illustrate how tech-focused the accounting profession has become. Candidates can choose a discipline like analytics, information, or compliance. How about I just get rid of the damn masters? Jesus. The goal is to show that an accounting career isn't a one-size-fits-all, Simpson said. It's such an interesting profession. No, it's not an interesting profession. It really isn't. I've done it. I've worked in finance on the analytical side, which is more exciting than accounting. Your career is dreadfully boring. The industry is just dreadfully boring. But that's why you're paid a lot. That's why I keep recommending it to my clients, because it can be studied online, be done from online, and it pays well, but it's boring. Please don't lie to you. Hey, kids, get hip with the accountants. Yeah, the accounting dance. We'll be at the pep rally at high school. You goddamn morons. It's such an interesting profession, and we're really working hard to expand that story. I do more to help your industry than you guys do, because I just tell it straight to people. It's a pretty good field. You won't go without a job, but it's boring as hell. I just tell them the truth. No, the girls are not going to be impressed. But you have a pretty well-funded retirement plan. You won't have to worry about money. Does that interest you? Oh, God. Glad I read that. Vlad Elkim, CPA, in the house. Scrolling here. Bob, $2. At least notaries, it's simple to get in. I cannot see. The only reason I'm recommending accounting is because you don't have to go to school for it. You can now go get certified in QuickBooks. Like, just took a weekend course in QuickBooks. You test online. QuickBooks gives you a certification. I think they even help you find clients. But man, just even a master's degree or bachelor's degree. No, guy. I mean, yeah, go become an accountant if you want. But honestly, I just go become a truck driver. Go, what else? Forklift operator. Go do, before you invest 6 years of your life in, there's a lot of other things. Military. Go on welfare. Why the fuck would you go through 6 years of, honest to God, it's not moral, it's theft, it's parasitism, but if you're really looking at it like, wait, hold it. First, I got to take 2 years of courses that have nothing to do with my profession. Then I get a degree in my profession, but that's not good enough. Then I got to go and spend twice the amount per credit to go get an advanced degree. Then I got to take it. No, I get it why they're lying flat. I get it. Ass bucket, $2. We don't like sitting in HR seminars in general. Well, okay. Nobody likes HR. Nobody likes diversity and inclusion. No one likes ESG. No one likes these we got a speaker coming in. Fuck you. I got TPS reports, dude, where we're going to form a corporate culture. No, I'm a whore. I show up here. I do something I don't like to do, and you pay me. And then I go home. But yes, I know for the American CPA Society, no one of any race, gender, creed, whatever, likes your stupid diversity and inclusion meetings. We don't like the sexual harassment meetings. We don't like the ESG meetings. We don't like the corporate campus rally. We don't like it when Tony Robbins comes in to speak. My favorite is when, the president CEO is going to come in and speak. Oh, fuck that guy. I hate him. It's not my family. Yes, bucket, $2. Mountains of paperwork isn't people's passions. I know it's not, but it pays a lot of money. Hat and Clogs, $1, but I don't know what the super sticker is. So thank you very much, Hat and Clogs. Vlad Elkins. Do you have some thoughts on this? Might you? Don't get your CPA. You should become a bad European football player instead. Yes, bucket, $2. Don't forget your pronoun. Oh God, I know. Hey, some just a little insight here. CPA management gatekeepers, fuck the young people. It's already a pretty bad environment working for corporate America. Okay, it's already filled with politics and a lack of meritocracy and all this. You start throwing in the mentally ill political bullshit, like, oh, we gotta use pronouns. Oh, aren't we? And no, no. And but this is still another reason for those of you who are thinking about accounting as a profession. Go become an accountant, but strike out on your own. Open up your own bookkeeping service. And if you're a CPA, you can open up your own tax profession if you'd like. But there is no reason you should be working for large corporate America as an accountant because of all this political bullshit. You could oh, I heard at the XYZ Corporation, they can't find employees. Yeah, I wonder if it's because master's required, or bachelor's required, master's preferred, and you shove a bunch of woke political bullshit up their asses every day. But they're so desperate, they can't find regular employees. So now they're contracting out to people who get to work from home and they'll pay them $50 an hour. Do I have to sit on the diversity? No, they're just desperate. Oh, okay, I'll do that. Yeah. So you're essentially doing their job because their environment was so toxic, it scared all the normal people away. You want to come in, Chad? I'll send it to you. Let me tweet it to you. Hang on. Everybody give me a second. Let me send you over here, Chad. Soon. Mama loves mambo. Yes, she does. Hey, Papa loves mambo. Yes, he does. Hey, Papa, Papa, da 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 da. Mama loves mambo. Fine na na. Papa loves mambo. Fine na na. Boobity boobity bobbity bobbity ba 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 da da ba. He goes left, do do do. She goes right, do do do. He goes black, da, da, da. She goes white. Are those the lyrics? Very open-minded relationship. All right, Chad, I'm sending it to you now on the Twittergrams. I'll go through the rest of the super chats here while you get on, Chad. James, I'm almost there with you, man. I'm almost there with you. Adam, big forklift certified gets all. Does it now? Does it? Okay, good. Scrolling. Chad, you coming? Hey, Modern Love. Well, man, all the special guest celebrities are in the house. You have almost 150,000. Yeah, send some my way. I just want 100,000. You're more popular than me. Sam Whiskey, $5. Cappy, don't forget to buy Girl Scout cookies from Karen and HR. Yeah, F that. F that. Hang on. Let me call Chad. See where the hell he is. On all these damn headphones. I don't even know what this is on. You're setting up? All right, cool. I'll see you in a bit. All right, bye. Elkins be coming around the mountain when he comes. Elkins coming around the mountain when he comes. Boo, boo, boo. Hey, John, by the way, if you guys are interested in basically get a head out of your ass class, go take John's course, Modern Life Dating. Check him out. Are you back in Japan now? Where are you at? Scrolling. Rick James, 7 Canadian bucks. Cap, I'm 31, got my CDL, and I'm flipping houses, lifting weights, meeting chicks, and trying to make my prime as good as. It sounds like you're doing better than all of us who went to college, man. Doing good. That sounds great, Rick. Sounds great. Save your money, contribute to your RRSP, and just keep on going, man. Just keep on going. How many hours does it take a CPA to join a podcast? I don't know how many. A lot. We're still counting. I wonder if he's like firing up the computer from scratch. All right. I'm going to go. God, I hope he has internet. It is Chicago. It is a second world country over there. Let's see if there's any more articles on this shorter. As tax season approaches, accounting firms are short on staff. The accounting shortage has finally been figured out. Oh, they figured it out. You're not underpaid, you're bored. Oh, that's what it is. Because accountants were never bored before. Oh, God. What's up?
How you doing, dude? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. This article is hilarious, man. Like your profession is headed up by a bunch of fucking dunces.
I missed the first half hour of this. I only popped in when you were kind of giving your narrative, so I'll have to go back and listen to the article.
I try to be very polite and civil, and then when I started reading the stupidity of how these various regulatory agencies within your profession just have their heads completely up their ass, I fucking lost it. And I'm actually, the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I realized how bad and evil, conscious or not, this is to make it fucking impossible for young people in general, not just becoming accountants, but in general, to be able to work in this fucking country.
It's especially stupid that they're doing it in our industry because we don't have the best reputation anyway. And like you said, it's boring. And I mean, it's hard to really become a millionaire in this, and it's hard work. So I can't really imagine why they would not try to make this easier. It makes no sense to me.
But the job is going to be as difficult as it's going to be, right? Accounting is still, whether it's doing taxes, it doesn't matter what your education or your certification is. Your job as an accountant is going to be difficult level X. All I'm saying is, can you make it easier that you could simply apply for X?
Yes, and like you may have already talked about this, so this may be redundant. Remember, I got in late, but I mean, it's the boomers, dude. These people need to die off, get off of these boards, just fuck
Retire.
right off. Yes, just go away.
I looked at some of the CPA societies. They're not as old. There are obviously some boomers on there, but I think the functional use of the word, maybe not the age descriptive use of the word. But I look at them, I'm like, yeah, these are not people that went out and touched grass. These are not people that and you're like, yeah, you're a little old, and maybe some younger people there should be a little bit more age diversity on these boards. I think might be a good idea.
That is correct. And I can tell you in Illinois, because I looked into this when I first moved here, I was like, ooh, maybe I'll want to get involved with the Illinois CPA Society.
Wow. Are the chicks hot, man? How hot were the chicks?
No. And it took I was like 31 when I did. This is about 10 12 years ago. So I walk into this meeting and it's a bunch of just fat, depressing boomers, and I clearly had no place at this meeting. And I was kind of like, well, didn't you say there was going to be like some sort of networking or education event? Oh, we're just going to go through the agenda here. And then I never went back there again. I was like, this is a waste of time.
So the fun activity was going through the meeting's minutes.
Apparently, and it was just this crotchety old one guy. Is it called a rascal? Those electronic things you see people in Walmart. Yeah, the guy running the meeting was in a rascal, and that's how I knew this was not good.
Yeah. So I think your job and everyone else's job who's currently in accounting, their job is pretty secure. Because I don't see any of did you hear the article I read about what actions they're taking to get people into the industry? I think, Chad, you froze up. Are you
I
back?
we're good. I'm back, and I heard
Oh.
what you said. I came in late, man. I missed everything that you read. That's why when we're done here, I got to go back and and start at the beginning of the
Yeah,
video.
all they said, we're launching initiatives with diversity and inclusion. They're going to teach more ESG
What?
in the school. Yeah, like all this. Oh, we're raising awareness at schools, and they're reaching out to high schoolers. And I'm like,
Oh,
it.
Clary, I did
Mm,
a stream on this back in October. This was one I did solo on my
mhm.
channel. I'm wondering if we read the same article because I tore it to pieces. Unless
No,
this is a recent one.
this one just came out like
Oh, did
last
it?
week,
Okay.
February or last month. Sorry, came out last month.
Oh, okay. I read one from like October that I think must have said the same thing because when they started talking about ESG and diversity, I lost my shit on there.
Yeah, because they actually think minorities enjoy that crap.
No. Uh-uh.
Yeah, they really think like, Chad, do you want to go to a hooray for white dudes celebration training?
I think that'd be a waste of time. And I'm
I don't
like,
want to go to one of those either. No, I
yeah.
don't. Do I want to go to, hey, you're oppressing people this way and you're being oppressed by those people that way type of meeting?
I mean, I don't think there's going to be any anything valuable that can come out of that. So
Yeah. But they think that's what's gonna get everyone into this accounting profession.
well, one of the reasons there were about 15 reasons why I didn't stay in public accounting very long, but one of them was because this was back in 2011, and you might have heard me talk about this. They were just getting started with the like diversity meetings and everything, and
Mm,
I actually had the gall to speak up in one of them, like questioning the point of it, because I had my MBA. The rest of these were like younger kids, out of undergrad,
right.
and I was talked to privately after that. But hold it, what do you think they chewed me out, or what do you think the person actually said to me?
Just shut up and go with it.
Kinda, but way nicer. It was a dude. He's
Yeah.
like, "Look, man, you're totally right. This is total horseshit, but we kinda have to say it. The partners are demanding we do this." So he was like
Right.
begging me, like, don't like become a ringleader to get these kids to rebel with it. So I was like, all right, I can't stay in this industry.
Right. Yeah. And it should be also the same for any of our audience or my audience who's a minority. Do you want to go work for a mental insane hellhole like that? Okay, fine. On the face of it, okay, it's for minorities, but the loss of efficiency and just what a fucked up warped mental environment that is. Like, I want to come in and do accounting. I want to work on the
Yeah.
railroad. I want to make my burgers. I want to sit in these fucking meetings talking about fucking race all the time.
Yeah, it's a terrible waste of time. And
Yeah.
the one thing I'll say, you said something. The reason I wanted to pipe in and said, I wish Clary would let me on. You said something which I thought was the most important thing that
Mm.
has been said. Don't go into accounting wanting to like make a career of this in corporate America. I mean, you can do
No.
that if you like stabbing your testicles with an ice pick, that's fine. But you do it to just get whatever experience you need to and get the fuck out and either start your own thing or just do something outside of that. And that's
You know what's gonna
what
be
I would
you know what's
advise
gonna be
everybody
great
to.
when you move? You know what's gonna be great when
What's
you
that?
move anywhere else,
What?
literally anywhere else. Your internet is
What?
going to be better because it can't possibly be worse right now. What
Yeah.
did you
Well, we
say
can't.
now about career? Like don't go into a career, like don't hang your hat at an accountancy, go out on your own.
Yes, and spend as little time at the corporation as possible, whether it's public accounting there. Get whatever experience, even if it's just a year or two. You probably need 2 or 3 years, but just get whatever limited experience you need and get out and try to get on your own.
Amen.
Yeah.
We got some super chats here. Why the math? $10. Cambodia versus Chicago, which is worse? Um,
I've never
is it
been to Cambodia.
is it Laos or Cambodia that was the Khmer Rouge? That was Cambodia, correct?
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't think either are safe places you want to go. Um, but I don't know. The Cambodian people probably don't allow random murders in the street unless it's ordained by the government, but I'd have to take a look and check.
Have you heard about what our mayoral runoff situation is here?
No, so, our common friend, cop friend that we had, he was happy that there was a runoff, that the Golem didn't get reelected. But who are the two schmucks now? Who are the two Democrat schmucks that are gonna just do the same damn thing?
So here's the thing. I haven't been following this, because I've been away.
Mhm.
There's two people that are running off here. One guy is pretty middle of the road. He's okay, whatever. That's the one you want to vote for. The other one, this is going to shock you. The other one is even worse than Lightfoot and got enough votes to get a runoff. And guess what this person wants to implement?
UBI.
A 3% Chicago city income tax, just
Okay.
like New York City.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait until they do that, and then everyone goes away. The Democrats of Chicago deserve it. I think a municipal income tax is a great idea. A great idea.
Well, you know what my dentist friend told me the other night we were hanging out? I was asking him what he thought about all this, and he said, I think it might have been better if Lightfoot won, because she never once suggested about any type of city income tax. That was never on her agenda. So this could end up being worse for people here.
Have fun with your Democrat leaders, no matter who you choose. Have fun. Have fun.
Yeah.
Let's scroll through. We got a lot, maybe a lot of people. There's a lot of people in the audience here. There's even a girl. Atham let a girl in. Crystal.
Is Atham here?
No, Atham's not here. That's why there's a girl in here. He's not doing his job. Sam Whiskey, $10. Here, you do it. My voice is going.
Sam Whiskey for $9.99. Is Mayor Golem blaming Vlad for her loss? Well, she technically could, because guess who did not vote in this election, because I was not here, but I may vote in the runoff.
You might as well. I mean, sure. Why the hell not? I don't know.
I'm going to vote for the one that'll implement the city tax. If I'm
do it, you should. You know what? All you people in Chicago who are moving, vote for the city income tax and leave. Take a big old deuce on that stupid ass town and leave.
Yeah. Oh, hat and clogs. $10. Boomers tell me to do Plan A. Gives no guidance or good advice. I fail at Plan A. Boomer, it's not our fault. You didn't take our advice or Plan A right. Straight up set up to fail, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like how things went for a lot of people that went to college and majored in something useless. So I feel bad for them.
Generous here. Hey, Al. Hey, Al's back.
Oh, sweet. $20. Al Cortez. I'm a CPA working in a government job. At my job, we had to stop referring to a report as a
a CAFR?
What's funny is I know what that is. A CAFR, because it sounds like an offensive word in South Africa. The report is now, yeah, that is what the apartheid folks used to call the local black folks.
But it's not spelled CAFR, is it?
There's an extra F and an E in there. That's how you spell it.
What, out of curiosity, if you can say it on the internet, what does it mean? Is it just slang?
It's just a slang word that South Africans use to be offensive. Did you ever see Lethal Weapon 2?
Yeah, a long time ago.
It was the one where, the South African guys were doing all sorts of shenanigans. They used that word a lot towards Danny Glover in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even. Okay, well, you learn something new every day. So, all right.
Well, it was on recently at like 2 a.m. and I was up, of course, so I just checked it out.
But sir, you're black.
But
you're right, you are. That's a great scene. Joe Pesci and Danny Glover. He's like, I want to go to South Africa, but sir, you're black.
And he looks at to go to South Africa.
No, he looks. Then Joe Pesci looks, you are.
I was actually in South Africa while a lot of that was going on. So.
Oh, were you?
Well, I was living in Kenya, but we were visiting South Africa a bunch. And
isn't that Kenya's up in the north, right?
It's on the east.
Yeah, so it's on the east, but it's up north, isn't it?
Mid Africa.
Oh,
Egypt's up north.
Well, I know. Okay,
yeah,
it's right at the Sahara. It's by Somalia, in that area, right? Okay, so it's still a pretty long flight down to South Africa.
3 hour flight.
That's it.
Hour flight. Yeah.
Oh,
to Johannesburg from Nairobi, about 3.5 hours.
Oh, maybe it's not as big as I thought.
It's still big. what she said.
I think we got them all. Sam, Hat, we got Al. Boom. Cool. All right. Any other advice to the kids out there
I
thinking
guess
about?
I had to defend it a little. Look, it is boring work. I'm not going to sit here and tell you like, "Oh, this is awesome," and you hear all my rants, for the past several weeks. But
Mhm.
when you get your own shop, it's so much better than being in corporate America. That's all I want to just stress to people. Yeah, it sucks for a few years, but then you can eventually go out on your own. You can pick your clients, you can pick your prices, and it's a lot more exciting to be an entrepreneur. So I just wanted to defend it a little bit.
No, I said even during the thing, like I am for going into accounting, but especially because you could start off 2 year or get certified in QuickBooks and you could start working in the field pretty quickly. It's remote. And
Yeah.
if you got the time and the inclination, someone's going to pay, you could go online for an
Yes.
accounting degree and you can accelerate it and get done quickly as possible. So it's still a good profession, especially if you could strike out on your own. But the watching these gatekeepers make
Yeah.
it impossible. The regulatory burden that you're forcing on younger generations to enter this profession, they bitch and whine about it, and then the solution doesn't address the problem. I hate them. I fucking hate them. They're fucking wasted people's lives. There's so much potential out there, and they make it impossible by putting up all these hurdles.
This is why we got to get him out of there, man. Like we're less than 10 years away from probably this nightmare being over. I hope.
Could you or other CPAs run and take over these boards? Like if you got a group of other nerds together and you grabbed your abacuses and you ran on a platform of making it like eliminating the master's program, you wouldn't say that because that would freak everyone out. But could different CPAs who have their heads out of their asses go to these boards, take them over, and then lower the requirements back to like a bachelor's degree?
There's only one person in the world right now who I think could honestly do this, and his name is Brian Kim.
He
I'm
probably
not
could. He
being
has the influence. Yeah.
that you need somebody with that type of influence. I know my internet's fucking up. You need somebody with that type of influence. You need a Brian Kim who's going to like have the potential to rally troops. I don't know if you know this, Clary, but accountants are overly mild mannered sometimes, so they're just going to sit there and not do something like that.
Well, if you guys want to email Brian Kim and have him watch this hour tirade, I'd love to have his opinion on, even though we're like freaking nobodies.
Well, as soon as we finish, I'm going to watch the first half hour because I missed, I guess, the best part of all this.
Yeah,
So.
I got angry and pissed off. You'll like the part about Mortimer and breaking his glasses. But yeah, I mean, if someone wants to send this to Brian Kim and give him the idea, I mean, if enough accountants, like, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a CPA, but if enough CPAs say this is bullshit, knock it off, we need help, lower the fucking gates and let people in.
They're not going to do that because it's not really. I think they should. I think the industry needs more people. It's why I tout the EA. But a lot of accountants are just kind of like, "Hey, it's better for us if there's a shortage because we can
Is it
raise our
though?
price."
Because now
I don't
you got to
think it
work
is.
twice as much. Like you
I
don't
don't
have
think it
enough
is.
help.
Yeah, I don't want this. Like but a lot of people, I'm on Reddit a lot. I'm on the boards. A lot of people are like, "Well, yeah, now they need us more than ever." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is a bad attitude, I think. But
Cool. All right, I got a couple more, and then we'll get out of here, and you go back to doing
oh,
your
Ray
taxes.
John, I haven't seen
Ray
you
John, hey,
forever.
what's
How
up,
you
man?
doing? No more perverted super chats, Ray John. 99
Isn't
cents.
he also going for a CPA? Or I know he's Canadian, but he's busy with school.
I can't remember if it was CPA, but I
Or
think he was working
engineering.
on something. And it's in
Yeah.
case you're wondering, because I can see it. It's a poop, a smiling
Of
turd.
course, good smiling poop. We like that. What about Darkman Jeff? Have you heard from him in a while?
I haven't heard directly from him in a while, but
Mm.
I do think he works in accounting. I don't for a time he was going to pursue a certification. I don't know
Mm.
if he ever ended up following through with it. And I haven't seen him on my show or even your show in a long time. So
But did he graduate with he was going for accounting?
I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah. And did he graduate? Now he's working and now he doesn't have time for us anymore?
I don't. You know what? I'm Facebook friends with that guy. If you'll give me 30 seconds.
Well, he may not respond right away. I was just wondering how he was doing because he was going for accounting as well.
Had a video. Hey, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. my biggest piece of advice is if you're going to go for a master's or an MBA, just don't go to this school. Like,
Why do you wear this shirt?
This is my junk shirt when I'm like at home, not caring about my appearance. Clearly,
Obviously.
ask the candidate about that one. I'm just checking to see if Jeffrey Middleton, looks like he got his degree. Yeah.
Oh, here he is, Darkman Jeff in the house. He's tuning in.
Oh,
you get a super chat. Yeah. All right, go ahead, get the super chats here, and we'll see what Darkman Jeff has to say.
CWVV for $10. I think you just answered my question. What kind of timeline starting from 0 does it take to go independent? It does sort of depend on what area of accounting that you're going into. In tax, you can really accelerate with this because once you get a year or two's worth of experience, maybe knock out an EA if you want, start your own shop. You guys, I'm getting new client requests from orphan 1040 people every day. I got 4 of them today on a Sunday. There's a shortage. You need to be out there helping these people with their taxes.
And then here's Jeff.
Hey, Jeff, Clary was just asking if you were working in accounting and graduated and all that.
I just want to see how he was doing. We haven't heard from him from a while. So you just, because he was talking to you and helping out with you. You were helping him out with his career and everything.
We talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Well, we just hope you're doing well there, Jeff.
Yeah. He says he has a bachelor's in accounting and is a staff accountant.
Good. Yeah.
All right. Okay. LB doesn't have a message, but it's $2 Australian.
Okay,
he's getting a CPA in Australia, and all they need is a bachelor's. That he had a comment about that.
Good. You'll tune in early on. A guy named Mohammed from Indonesia says, Indonesia, you have to be invited to take the test by other CPAs. You have to be invited into the cult.
Oh, gee, that sounds healthy.
And guess what? Do you think they have a shortage or a surplus of CPAs?
Oh, I don't even want to know.
They got a bad shortage. Yep. So, all right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in.
One more.
One more? Do we? Oh,
Chase Robido for $5. About to transition into public accounting myself. Yeah, man, I would give that a year or 2 tops and then get out of there. That's what I think.
All right, that's it. I'm out of here. Hey, Chad, we should hang out
Soon.